Hello guys, how you all doing? Just thought I'd do a little video on a recent pickup collection, in fact, that I made on Saturday. Picked this up from Cheltenham, so set out early. You know, all in all, it was probably around about 5.5 hours of driving to get this back. So you know, quite exhausting, but really nice, really cool place, Cheltenham, and sort of going through Oxfordshire. Some absolutely lovely views. It's really nice, and even better when you know you're going to get a nice statue at the end of it. So yeah, this is what I picked up. It is the half scale or legendary scale Sideshow Ironman Mark 7. So this suit you would have seen in the first Avengers film. Quite interesting for me because this is the second Mark 7 piece that I've owned. And I am a sucker for Iron Man, I really am. You would have seen quite a few pieces on my channel. So yeah, for me, you know, to kind of like see the differences between this and the bus was quite interesting, which I will go into because there are some. With mine, I've got a few issues, again, which I will go into, but they were reflected in the price fairly, I feel. I got this for a really decent price. Yeah, so looking at half scale, around 40 inches high. It comes in 3 boxes. You've got a box for the base and then 2 larger boxes which houses the individual armoured parts, like the arms, torso, head, legs, etc. What Sideshow did really well, I feel, as well, inside the box, where they've each got their own compartments, they layered it with a nice black fabric cloth in there, I suppose to protect the paint job, and it seems to have worked because mine is... I've got hardly any scuffs and the paint is consistent throughout, so props to Sideshow in doing that. It's a really cool, nice touch. So let's have a look at him. Start down here. You get this kind of nice little pamphlet with it, and what it is, it's really nice. Got a really nice premium feel to it. Open this up, and then it basically shows you how to put this piece together. You know, and it's got some pretty cool artwork in there as well. So you've got your sections. Now, one of the issues with this piece is this, which I will go into in a second. So let's start with the base. You've got this kind of like it's non-scene specific, so they've kind of gone with this kind of, I don't know, Avengers or Stark Enterprise kind of metal flooring, maybe where it kind of shuts together, where his suit comes out, something like that. Again, it's not really scene specific. Mine's got a little chip on it there, which I need to sort out. Not a big deal, but it's not a bad looking base. I do feel, for me, that they could have done a better job with it. They could have possibly incorporated some lighting, or at least, I feel sometimes with airbrushing, it can look a little bit soft. When you over airbrush, it can look very soft, and I feel that with this base, it just needs some kind of more crunchy, hard detail for me to kind of bring out the detail on it. You know, some more weathering, some darker tones, just to really sort of bring that detail to you know, to the forefront. It's not bad. It could have been better, but it does kind of have a metal appearance, which is pretty nice. And then if we go up the statue itself, sorry guys, I'm not in the best of light. I've tried to film this a few times and it's getting a bit dark now, but I'll do my best. What I do feel with this piece is, one of the things I really like of it, in fact, 2 things I really like, bring on their own problems, and I'll try and explain. So if we look at this side profile here, you can see it's got. I really like this pose. Kind of looks as though his chest is sticking out a little bit, and all the weight is kind of going into that left foot, and the right leg and foot is elevated slightly. It's really cool, but this is where the problem lies, because you've got a metal rod on that left foot, and all the kind of weight is going into that foot. Now what's happening is this is leaning forward, hence that rod is lifting. So one of the best things about this piece is its pose, but that's kind of where the problem lies on some of these. I've got a slight lean with mine. This is fine as it is now, and that's normal, but it does kind of have a bit of a leaning presence with the way that leg is kind of swept back there. But what I've had to do is I've just had to cushion that foot, prop it up a little bit, and I've also cushioned up the front of the base with some foam, and it seems to be working. It's not a big deal. So that was one of the issues I had with mine. The second issue, again, it's a really cool thing Sideshow have opted to do with this piece. Basically, when you put this thing together, you start to kind of like build the suit, if you like. So these sections here are magnetized. These silver sections on the legs are magnetized. You've then got the shoulder section, that's magnetized. And then around the back, you've got this back section underneath, that's magnetized. And it's really cool because you don't have to have those sections on, and you can see all the under armour of the suit. So you can change it up, you can leave them off. I think that's a really good idea. Again, this is where the problem lies, because on mine, the magnets are all really good, other than this one here. This is a little bit weak, and mine had a break. It's been repaired. Slight scuff on there, as you can see. Not a big deal, but you shouldn't, I feel uneasy about this. It is quite a weak magnet. The rest of them are really good. I'm going to try and strengthen it or do something with it, but, you shouldn't have to feel uneasy about, putting parts on your collectible. Sideshow need to get that sorted out, and this isn't the only piece. I mean, I was looking at a lot of the Joker premium formats recently, and they've got absolutely awful magnets. They need to get this sorted out. You shouldn't have to feel nervous about your new expensive statue. So again, I really like the fact they've done that, but it brings its own problems with the magnets. Fortunately for mine is just that on there, which I might be able to do something with. But like I say, you can, if you like, you can take these off, and then you can change the look, and you can see the detail underneath. And what they've done as well, they've backed it with this cloth so it doesn't scratch the paintwork, which is really nice. So you can change it up, you can have that look, you can take these parts off where the rockets are underneath, although you don't see the rockets. But it's nice, it's cool, but they've got to strengthen these magnets up. What else can I say? Oh yeah, the other really cool thing about this piece is the light up feature. In fact, I will go into that in a minute. One of the issues people were griping with this was the actual paint job. And looking back at the Avengers film, I think they've got this really close. Some people were saying they wanted it red, like what was shown at the Comic-Con, but if you actually look at the film, it is kind of like a burgundy, cherry kind of burgundy red. With the life-size bust, it kind of had that kind of cherry look to it, but it had a really nice orange, earthy kind of flip in the paint. It was really nice. This hasn't kind of got that orange flip. It's a bit more of a cherry burgundy. It's close though. It's really close to kind of what was seen in the Avengers film. But some people want it more red, so it depends what you want. But from what I can see, looking at the film, it's pretty accurate. One thing I do think that they did get better on this, and what bothered me slightly on the life-size bust, is the actual gold section. Kind of had a bit of a yellow appearance with the life-size bust. It looked better in hand, but with this, they've gone with a more metallic gold, and it does look a lot better in my opinion. I don't know why they just don't do metallic gold in the first place. It's strange, but this gold on this piece is better, definitely. My paint, like I say, is consistent. I've got no real flaws. I did see one guy where they put this kind of like dirt build up in this section here. I didn't like it, and I'm pleased to say that mine hasn't got that. So kind of curious as to why his one did. The other really nice thing with this piece is that the actual eyes have got kind of like a blue tinge to them, and when you light this up, you can sort of see like a blue outline, which I will do in a minute. It might not show on camera. Usual gripe with Sideshow pieces, Iron Man pieces, arc reactors. They need to do more with the arc reactors. I had a bit of a Brucey bonus with my one because I was actually going to buy one of these covers and I didn't know this had it. So like I say, I was pleased to see that because I saved myself some money. You can see it there. But again, Sideshow need to kind of, you know, you got companies like Prime One, all these companies that have really come forward now and doing awesome stuff, and Sideshow need to kind of like address this. You know, it's an arc reactor, it's a focal point on an Ironman suit. Show us the arc reactor, you know. It just needs to kind of, you know, I've been saying that with the life-size busts as well. They need to sort that out. But what's really cool, this piece is a light up feature. So you've got a little switch around the back here. If we just turn it on, and then it's lit up. And what I really like about this, like I say, the camera won't show it, but to the naked eye, you can see the blue outline around the eye LEDs. That's really good. It's accurate to the film. Really nice. What I really like about this, especially in dim lighting, and it's similar to the half-scale bust I used to own with the clenched fist. You can actually see the hands lighting up and the feet as well, and it just reflects, like the feet reflect off the base, the hands reflect off the suit. And it looks so classy in like really dull lighting. And again, one of the really cool things about this piece, brings its own problems, like I said, but where they've incorporated, you've got that pivoting foot to show the light off, and again there, so you can just see the lighting under the feet. I don't know whether the new Mark 43 has got this. I really like that. I just think it's just a really nice touch by Sideshow. We just come around there, you can just see it reflecting off the suit. Looks really nice at night when this is lit up. And that is about it. I can't really think of anything else to say. I'm running out of light as well. I've tried to film this a few times, just hasn't happened, so I'm doing my best. But it's a really nice piece, and like I say, I got this for a really fair price. I think it's a really cool piece. Just, you know, there's a few issues with it that Sideshow need to kind of, especially with the magnets, you know, they've got to sort that out. You shouldn't have to worry about parts falling off. And there you go, guys. Ironman Mark 7 legendary scale statue by Sideshow. Really happy with it. Got really good presence. Just standing there, really cool. Anyway, I'm gonna end it there, guys. I have got I'm doing a little custom project at the moment, which I will probably be my next video actually. So look out for that one, and I will see you then. So take it easy, stay safe, and I will catch you later.